You alright? Noverbug here. Thanks for dropping in. I haven't done a waffle for a couple of weeks, so thought I'd talk to you for things. A few things on my mind actually. I was thinking about this actually. Been playing a lot of Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, Arthur, Knight, Demons, Capcom, that kind of bit of stuff, and it got me thinking about a subject which I'm going to discuss in due course. What have I been getting up to recently though? Well, I'm on holiday now, so good. That's good news because I had a lot of work on, which was annoying. Didn't manage to get out and about much to get any decent, well, when I say decent pickups, I did get 2 decent pickups and a very nice gift in the post. So we'll go straight on to them. I think, yeah, well, why not? We'll just bosh it out first. So both of these for £1, which was absolutely outstanding. Colin McRae 2.0 on the PlayStation. Can't beat a bit of this racing series. Again, I like to go for stuff which is in absolutely great condition, and it is superlative. Not a mark on it. Absolutely A1 spifferoodoo. That was some sort of word that I sort of sounded better in my head, but when I said it, it sounded pretty dumb. Bit crack on the front, but £1, not arguing with that. But the biggest one I thought was fantastic was Gran Turismo 4. Some would argue the best Gran Turismo. I wouldn't. I still think Gran Turismo 3 is the best, but this is fantastic all the same. 99p, you cannot sniff at that. Again, absolutely A1. Yeah, it looks like it barely looks like this disc has ever been touched. So it's amazing how you find these pickups sometimes, and games of this quality, which are just absolutely in so good condition. It's like they just came off the shelf minus the cellophane wrapping. So really chuffed with that. That's all I got at the moment. So it's been a slow week. Haven't been able to get out much, and I haven't really got a lot of money. But one of the things that I did get in the post, which is, it's small, but it gives me hope that I can get my second CPC working again. This is a General Instruments microprocessor. I think that's what they call it. Microchip, basically. AY sound chip 3. Oh god, I've forgotten what it was now. I've said it so many times and I've even forgotten the number. 8912A. This is from a ZX Spectrum Plus 2, courtesy of my good Scottish buddy Monkey Spaz 5000. Thank you very much for this, James. Fantastic. Hopefully this will pave the way to a second working CPC. Just waiting for a socket to arrive in the post, and then soldering will commence. We'll be making a video of it. If it works, bloody hope it does. But chuffed about that. Top man is James. Link down in the description box. Go sub that man. He is awesome. So what's been going on recently then? Well, Nintendo have been busy, haven't they? They've the DLC for Mario Kart 8 came out, which is, well, part of it was very surprising. The Link, playable Link, Animal Crossing, 8 new tracks, is it? Wow, brilliant. And of course they've sorted out a few of the dodgy things that were, you know, the few minor grumbles that we had about Mario Kart 8. They've corrected by putting the stats menu in, which is fantastic. You can say now you press the minus button on the menu and you've got the stats, your stats up, which is something that you thought would be there in the first place, but for some reason it wasn't. Now it is, with good, and with bloody damn good. Just improves an even better game. And the strange free DLC update with the 3 Mercedes carts, bit of an odd one. Obviously it's some sort of Mercedes sponsorship venture of Nintendo, partnership deal, who knows, but it's fun to have them in the game, especially the 30s Roadster. That's a nice little car, that. Extra wheels as well, so all good. And also they've been well, a new 3DS, which is kind of weird. It's I haven't looked into it much yet, but it kind of looks a bit pointless. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I do like the very SNES inspired coloured buttons on the fascia. That's nice, and a new stick as well. They're saying it's got improved hardware. But it's going to be a bit confusing for a lot of people, isn't it? I mean, and it's also going to annoy, I think, a lot of 3DS owners already. It's a good thing I haven't got a 3DS yet, because now obviously when I do get around to getting one, it will be the new 3DS. So why do they have to? I mean, they're not very good with names, are they? Companies at the moment. Why do they call it? They could call it the 3DS 2 or 3DS Advance or something like that. But new 3DS, that'll just get dropped in the end, won't it? And then you won't be able to tell the difference. But anyway, interesting stuff from Nintendo. At least they're trying. You know, they've been active. I've got a really itchy rash on my arm at the moment. Sorry. So if I'm scratching the flesh off this arm, I do apologise. And well, you get a free sort of you know, Resident Evil kind of gore fest to boot. What else was I going to say? Yes, what I was going to say. Sorry. Ghosts and Goblins, bloody batshit hard game, as we all know, and it got me thinking. And it's kind of a question where people would ask you this, and you would immediately say yes, because we are gamers, and retro gamers, modern gamers, contemporary, whatever. So if someone said to you, "Are you an experienced gamer? Are you an accomplished gamer?" you would immediately say yes. But I would put it out, are you? Because I was thinking about this question myself. I think it was a survey I was doing, and someone said, "Are you an experienced gamer?" and I just immediately said yes, and then I thought, but am I? And the reason why I say that is because most gamers have a set field of experience within a certain brand or line of games going back through their history. Not many of us go through everything, well, surely everything that is available and popular at the time. It's very unlikely that happens, and especially through every single generation, say from our age, which is approaching our 40s. So, accomplished gamer. And then you've got to throw into the mix, are we any good at these games? Have we ever been good at these games? And would you define an accomplished gamer as being a gamer who could pick up any kind of game, from the hardest ever to the easiest games, say Wild Streets GX4000, that is ridiculously easy, and then say, oh, well, I'm good at everything, I can get good at everything. I'm sure I can't. I know I can't. When it comes to MMOs, I know I haven't got the brain or the patience to comprehend that kind of thing. I know its appeal, and I can see why it's massively popular. It does look exciting, but I know that from my experience, it's not the sort of game that I could get on with, and therefore, am I an accomplished gamer? Accomplished gamer for saying not liking a massive part of the game sphere, you know, the MMOs. Another thing I'm not a big fan of is online play FPSs. I don't like that. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy that kind of thing. It's a massive part of gaming, especially in modern terms. I don't like it, so I don't play it. I like campaign missions on FPSs. Not a big fan of FPSs as it is. But if you are, and that's fine, but say for instance you wouldn't touch a classic platformer, or maybe a modern platformer, say like Rayman Legends, or say the newly released Strider or something like that, and you wouldn't touch that because you can go on with it, are you still an accomplished gamer? I don't think any of us really truly are. We can say being experienced in one field, and certainly a genre, and certainly a brand and a system, but to say overall that we are the all knowledgeable hub accomplished gamer, I don't think we can positively say that to ourselves. It's not a big deal, but it's I think it's a case of one-upmanship, isn't it? Some people, not a lot of people that I know on YouTube, but and outside of YouTube of course, but some people like to have this one-upmanship thing. Oh, I know more knowledge than you, blah 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 blah, and you're like, I don't care, you know, if it's not something I've ever been interested in, why would I care? And if not, and I do find it interesting, then I'll learn it. So, and the other thing, that reason why Ghosts and Goblins got me thinking about this, is I'm really waffling here. So when you read the word waffle on the title, this is the definition of a Novaberg waffle, really is. The difficulty Do you find that, and obviously now we're slightly arthritic in our fingers and slow-minded with age, we're not as good as the games as we used to be. I don't think we are anyway. I certainly aren't. I mean, I used to be able to whip through certain games really easily, and now I make silly mistakes and da 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 and all that. And it gets to the point where, do you consider yourself an experienced, accomplished, seasoned gamer, even if you're really no good at them? I know some people do, and that's fair enough. And again, I don't think it's a big deal, but I think with some people it may be. Some people may turn around and say, well, you know, if you've never completed such and such and such and such, then, well, you're not a very good gamer. Who gives a fuck? Have you played it? Yes. Well, there you go. Even if you haven't played it, who cares? But you might have played shit tons of other games on other systems and other platforms that they haven't. But then you'll always get someone that says, I've played everything or completed a certain amount of times, so many times, and you're thinking, yeah, I've never done that. And it kind of does put a seed of doubt in your mind that, are you an accomplished gamer? Can you call yourself a true gamer? I don't know. It's up for debate. To be honest, my personal feelings on it is it's not a big deal. But I can also see the other angle where people may think it is a big deal. So I would like to know your thoughts on this matter. Are you an accomplished gamer? Do you feel you are? Do you care that you are? And what do you feel about people that say, like that one-upmanship, like to have that pissing contest with other gamers, which I think is pretty sad, to be honest, but some people do that, don't they? I'm not saying trolling, it's not trolling. I'm just saying it's a bit of cockiness, certainly arrogant. It can happen, it does happen, because that's human nature. So what do you feel about that? Like to know. As always, comments, video responses, if you're bothered, if you care. And yeah, that's really all I've got to say this evening. Just to thought I'd talk to you. I felt like I needed a bit of a talk. I needed a bit of a talk because this game has been absolutely killing me. Why am I so addicted to playing it at the moment on various different platforms as well? This is the arcade version running. I haven't got a clue. Thank you very much for the Tubers High Score Challenge and Interghost Retro Records for that, I suppose. Anyway, that's me out for this evening. I hope you are all well. No bug is out, I suppose.